Shamaya, you did it.
STL Music.
Is that good? Welcome back to the show. So listen up, we back in the game. Sweet the lead, we got the flame. Motivated to the fullest every single day. We wake up, get in every way. Working the true and global inspiration. Talk this sports and top news, no hesitation. Sweet the league is back. We always coming back, that's a fact. Wanna tell them that STL Music, mama, we did it, where we at? Coach Jill in the house with the flow so tight. Every round, rubber rocks, that's we unite. Yeah, the best show, Monday through Friday. If this ain't different, they lying. We got the energy. When I say sweep, you say the league. Sweep the league, sweep the league, sweep the league, sweep the league. San Antonio, let's go. Sweep the league. Sweep the league. Sweep the league. San Antonio, let's go.
Hey, it's Rain Fernandez, and you're watching Sweep the League. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and Facebook at Rain Fernandez, Rayne Fernandez.
Hi, it's Sherilyn, and you're watching Sweep the League TV. Follow me on Instagram at official Sherilyn for more content.
Hey, this is George Iceman Gervin, and you're listening to Sweet the League Radio.
Sweep the league TV where legends collide. If the Cowboys fall short, we'll still ride the tide. Like Jordan in the clutch or Brady's last play. We bring the fire, keeping fans in the fray. Coach Gio and Marie calling the shots. With Derek Coventry, Hall of Fame thoughts. So hit that subscribe, don't sit on the bench. Get in the game, every highlight's intense. The live stream's on, tell your friends don't delay. Like Kobe in the fourth, we're here to play. Sweep the League TV, where greatness resides. From the blogs at the drive, till my heart's on the rise. We're all in on sports, NBA, CFB, and more for fans. By fans, it's the show you'll adore.
We got a 60-piece, all flats, lemon pepper, barbecue, whatever. It doesn't matter. He's that dude. 60 for De'Aaron Fox.
4-year deal, $229 million. De'Aaron Fox. That is the latest on the De'Aaron Fox issue, I guess, if you want to call it issue. It is what it is. De'Aaron Fox now, 4 more years extension, $229 million deal with the San Antonio Spurs. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. Rudy Campos Jr. here, Sweep the League TV. Be sure to go to our YouTube page. Shout out to everyone who's subscribed lately. We are up to close to, I think, like 1,340 subscribers, something like that. Not as much as everybody else out there, but at the same time, we don't grow overnight. We grow in time here. So that's the way we love here. We love it here at Sweep the League, just like that. I appreciate everybody that is a subscriber. If you want to be a subscriber, go to YouTube, search Sweep the League TV, hit that subscribe button. We've also going to be dropping a new STL Music exclusive. Football season right around the corner. We've got our NFL preview show. We've got our NCAA football preview show. What better way to kick these shows off here in the next couple of weeks? Victory Drive. That is a new STL Music exclusive that's going to be out. And actually, it's out right now. You can go download it where music is available. Spotify, Apple, iTunes, wherever. It's called Victory Drive. We're going to give you that snippet here, that exclusive snippet at the end of the show. Shout out to MCS General Contracting, proud sponsors of Sweep the League. You need the best, you call the best. It's only one call away. That is MCS General Contracting, proud sponsors of Sweep the League, as well as Grading the Market, as well as Sweep Unplugged, as well as Plead the Sith, which is there tomorrow at 8 p.m., the live version with Matt Lerma, and Sith is going to be on there. They're going to be doing their thing. They're going to be talking some Spurs talk, I'm sure, as well as everything else. Weight loss. I've been on a weight loss journey. I've gained a little bit of pounds, but I'm back on the weight loss journey now. Be sure to tune in tomorrow to listen to Matt Lerma's weight loss journey. It's going to be amazing show tomorrow, as it always is. Let's get to the comments here. Leha's in here. Knock, knock. Is this thing on? Yeah, we were on pause for a little bit there. Let's go, Jacob Eric. Let's do it. Shout out to Grading the Market's own. Fantastic shows. Grading the Market, Jacob Eric, Anthony. Anthony led the way this past Saturday. They did 2 shows. If you missed it, you can catch them on Sweep the League TV on YouTube. Amazing Grading the Market shows. Amazing. Fox secured the bag. He definitely did. You're going to be back in the Chaos League. I think I got the text message or the notification. I should be back in that league. So, yeah, I'll definitely hit you up on that. And it's diamond hard. Yes, it is. MCS provides that diamond hard concrete service. That is MCS General Contracting. What are we talking about today? Well, we don't talk Spurs without dropping the Cheeseman bump here. Let's get it going, guys.
So, like, I hear about the Spurs this y Spurs that, y como que esto y esta, pero I never hear about the real Spurs Cheeseman. Name it, por favor.
All right, thank you, Spurs Cheeseman girl, and there you go. This is it. Here we go. De'Aaron Fox has agreed to an extension, a 4-year extension worth $229 million. There's a breakdown of it here. We'll give it to you in just a little bit. Que pasa, Mario? Saca la bolsita, primo. Yeah, definitely want to saca la bolsita. Rudy, you think Fox will be another Bills contract? No. So, no, definitely not. We're going to get into a lot of that stuff here. And shout out to Locked On Spurs, Jeff Garcia's own. Locked On Spurs is on here as well. So, our Locked On Spurs own Jeff Garcia had that backwards. We're going to get into that. It's not so much of a Bill situation. I'll say this. We're going to get into that because I think it makes a lot of sense for them to sign him to this extension. It's a promise made, a promise kept. So keep that in mind. But we're going to break it down here just a little bit. Not going to be on here for a very long time. We're going to be on here for a very short time. Just talking about the De'Aaron Fox situation here as he signs it. He's about to sign an extension. If he hasn't signed already, it's going to be 4 years, $229 million. So the Fox deal, okay. Breaking it down, it secures his future here with the Spurs between the 29 through the 29-30 season. The biggest thing that I've seen on here saying this, and I got more comments coming in. So before I want to miss you guys, I'm saying here and saying it now, Fox is more talented than Tony Parker. I'm not saying that he's better, but more talented. Hey man, again, that is, me on opinions and talking about stuff. If it is that way, it is that way. If you feel that way, Mario, I applaud you for it. I completely can see where you're coming from. Everybody knows that it listens to Sweep the League. You're not getting arguments out of me. I mean, unless you're coming down here just saying shit to say shit, then yeah, we may get into a little bit of back and forth, but I'll never, ever, downgrade or, just shit all over anybody's opinion, facts, or whatever, man. That's the way you feel. Bring it. That's great take there. Mario bringing the heat definitely is. Back on the Fox thing. Okay, so I see a lot of people complaining, well, why did we sign De'Aaron Fox to, why did the Spurs sign De'Aaron Fox 4 years, $229 million? Well, first off, it's a promise made and it's a promise kept. That is when he was traded here, he wanted to be here. I'm sure they talked extension. And again, you didn't know you were getting Dylan Harper at that time. I mean, there was no ahead of time notice that we were getting Dylan Harper for the Spurs. So the lottery has still had to take place, yada, 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 yada. Promise made, promise kept. That is the motto for the De'Aaron Fox thing. Promise made, promise kept. Now, is it a lot of money? It's a hell of an extension. But you're talking about a top 10 point guard in the league. I mean, we're going to throw him in the top 10 point guard talk right now. When he came to San Antonio, he was averaging, 2 steals a game. He was providing some explosive plays. He was providing some scoring. They were looking like a really good, well-balanced team when De'Aaron Fox was playing with them for the short period of time that he was. So first and foremost, Spurs fans, you wanted a all-star caliber player playing alongside Wemby. So you got it. They traded for an all-star caliber player to play next to Wemby. Everybody's happy. So why do we have Spurs fandom pissed off at the contract? You want to win games. You want to be contenders, which they're not contenders yet. But you want to be back in the playoffs. But you don't want to sign players that can make a difference. Well, we have Harper, we have Castle. Those guys are on rookie deals for the next 3 or 4 years. I mean, that let them worry about it then. Why, as Spurs fandom goes, why are you worried about it now? It doesn't affect Wemby. It doesn't affect, what, Castle. It sure as shit is going to affect Dylan Harper right now. He hasn't even played a damn game. His contract just went into effect. A 4-year deal. I think with a 5th year as an option. I think that's the standard NBA deal. Or it's like 4 years, the fourth year is a team option or something like that. We're pissed off now because you signed an all-star caliber player to an extension that was probably promised to him. So I asked the people out there, hey, for those of y'all that are bitching about it, I have a simple question. Do you want to win? If you don't want to win, then no, this is a shitty deal. It's terrible. We're just blowing money, giving it to anybody. But if you want to win, then you applaud the deal, because this is exactly what winning organizations do. They sign players that are going to make a difference. For years, you bitched about them not going to get talent, them not signing players, them, not making that trade. You bitch. But the moment they make the trade and he's here, and it's like, oh, hey, sweet. We've got a running mate for Victor. We got a guy who can grow up with Victor. A guy who was a big difference maker in Sacramento. Helped them get to a playoff appearance. Like we said, top 10 point guard in the league. Oh, hey, guess what? We got Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle, alongside him. You're going up. You're treading up on the mountain there. You are definitely treading up. Oh, by the way, shit, we were one pick away from getting Cooper Flagg, but we had to settle for the best prospect in the NBA draft in Dylan Harper. Boo-hoo. Oh, my God. But wait a minute. You mean I've got Victor for another couple of years, maybe another year on a rookie scale contract? Okay. I've got Stephon Castle for another 3 years on a rookie scale contract. Okay. I'm getting Dylan Harper for 4 years on a rookie scale contract. Okay. Maybe we shouldn't spend that money on De'Aaron Fox. Well, who the F are you going to spend it on? Do you want to keep spending it on players that you've had in the organization who are just not going to be at the all-star level? De'Aaron Fox has been there. The other guys haven't. So why not pay him? So again, I ask you, for those complaining about the contract, do you want to win? Because if you want to win, then you're applauding the deal. You're loving the deal. Why do you say, well, we spent $229 million on De'Aaron Fox? Well, shit. What does that do to Victor? Well, shit. What does that do? Oh my God. We got to sign Stephon Castle. Oh my God. There's no money left for Dylan Harper. You're bitching about 3 or 4 years down the line. You're worried about 3 or 4. Why not take care of this season first? See what happens. If you get into the playoffs, boom. Guess what? You still got another few years before you got to extend Harper and Castle. So what about year 2 from now? You're right there in contention. Then you still haven't extended both of the players. Spurs fans, you're worried about 4 years down the line. Why? It's like they say they're damned if they do and damned if they don't. Applaud the deal. You wanted a running mate. You wanted an all-star right next to Victor. You wanted to win. You're tired of being in the effing lottery. And they go and do this, and it's not enough. It's not enough. How the hell are they going to please anybody? If you want to be miserable just to be miserable, be a damn Atlanta Falcon fan. That's misery right there. Welcome to the Atlanta Falcon fandom. That's exactly what it is. It's misery. Enjoy the run, guys. Enjoy the run. But why backload the money? I'm going to get into that here in a second. But this is Luka money. Is he worth Luka cash? It doesn't matter about Luka cash, man. Has Luka, I'm going to look this up while I'm getting on the comments here. Because, you're talking about Luka Doncic. Is he worth Luka Doncic money? Okay. So Luka Doncic is a 5-time NBA All-Star, definitely more than De'Aaron Fox. All-NBA 5-time, definitely more than that. Rookie of the Year, okay. First team All-NBA rookie, first team, okay. So, cool. That's Luka Doncic. But guess what? Fox has one All-Star. He has one All-NBA team, and it's a third team. He was a steals leader for 2024. So he doesn't have the same resume as Luka, but neither one have been an MVP. Neither one have been Defensive Player of the Year, yada, 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 yada. I'm not saying De'Aaron is Luka Doncic. But what I'm saying is that if you have a player, you're going to pay him regardless. Is he worth Luka cash? He's worth Luka cash to the Spurs. You're not going to go out and get Luka Doncic. Who else are you going to get at point? You've got a all-star caliber player already on your roster. I'm not shitting on you, Jeff, at all. But I'm just saying, what are you going to do? You're going to spread that money around to Jeremy and re-sign Keldon and re-sign Devin to bigger deals? Put the money where your mouth is, man. You want to win now? You go out and get Corliss Williamson, Sean Sweeney as coaches. Boom. I already said that coaching staff, hands down, upgraded. You go and get the best prospect in the draft. Roster, upgraded. You find the best defender with the potential to be the best 3-and-D player in the draft. That falls to you. Roster, upgraded. Well, son of a bitch, we need help for Victor. We can't have him on the court by himself and be the only. Hold my beer. Hey, Kelly Olynyk. Hey, Cornette. Kind of need your veteran leadership here. Kind of need your help here. You guys have had some success, right? Yeah. Go ahead and come on down. We need some help. Is there an echo? Roster upgraded. The money is spent well. The Spurs have spent the money, offseason money, very well. They've upgraded their roster. And that's why I had them as a top 6 team in the West. I've kind of teetered back and forth at 6 and 7. But either way, barring any injury or health-related situations, I really still have them as one of the top 7 teams in the West right now. Spurs fans aren't serious. Louder for the effing losers in the back. Fox is going to help Harper's game, both being southpaws. Agree with you 100%. He has earned that bag after getting him for a hot Cheetos and a mangonada. Exactly. Exactly. You know, you're getting De'Aaron Fox on a great deal. Hell yeah, tell him. People complain for their own misery. Exactly. Rudy's cooking. I'm trying. And as a non-Spurs fan, I love this deal. I always thought you were a Spurs fan, man. I always thought you were a Spurs fan. We got more comments in here. Non-Spurs fan, orale. And Jeff says, why do Saints wear bitch so much for everything? Again, I guess it's a misery, man. I don't know. I mean, I'll tell you this much. They can win the NBA title and they're still going to be bitching about something. There's just some fans out there that if they don't go 82-0, if they don't sweep the playoffs and sweep the finals, they're going to say, well, it was a great year, but Victor didn't win MVP. A Spur didn't win the MVP. So it's a total loss of a season. It's total loss. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's not that bad, man. It's not that bad. Talking about the De'Aaron Fox situation here, he does re-up with the Spurs, 4 years, $229 million on that extension. Is it a good deal? Love everybody in here. Appreciate everybody joining us tonight. People labeled me a non-Spurs fan. I got the logo tatted on me. I mean, you're as big of a Spurs fan as I know, man. What is Spurs fandom anyway? Spurs fandom is you care about the team. You have opinions on the team. You're not afraid to tell it like it is. If you want to shit on the team, you know what? Shit on the team. You have every right to have an opinion on the team. But if you're just going to shit on the team to shit on the team, then that's on you. That's on you. I mean, a great side. And that, I think, you know, I saw earlier, I can't remember who exactly posted it and said, you know, well, it's the Spurs problem 3 or 4 years from now. And I agree with that. There's no problem now. Why are we crying about a problem 3 or 4 years from now? This is where the Fox deal comes in. If it doesn't work out, and this is a lot of talk here. If it doesn't work out, okay. But he's still going to put up good numbers. He's still going to put up, you know, his usual averages. What does that current number look now? It matches with bigger salaries for other star players. Now, I'm not going on record and saying this is going to happen. So for everybody out there, you know, who wants to cut this, you know, video or snip the video, do whatever and say, oh, Rudy brought this up. So what is it? Fuck that. I'm not talking about that. What I'm saying is this matches with a lot of other salaries. Let's take this for example. If one Giannis Antetokounmpo is like, I want out, which he already does. He wants out, but he makes it clear, I want out. I'm done. I want to go to a contender. If by some miracle you've got Harper playing up here and Castle just balling and everything's going right, whose salary matches Giannis's within reason? Put that in the back of your head. In the NBA trade world, salaries have to match. He's got a massive contract. Now, personally, I don't want him traded at all. At all. De'Aaron Fox is a Spur, and he's going to stay a Spur. For me, I would love that. The perfect running mate for this team right here. I feel he didn't have a whole lot of success in Sacramento because the roster around him just wasn't fit and designed for his game. San Antonio, their roster fits De'Aaron Fox's game. So I love it. But I'm saying when it comes to trades, the salaries are going to match a lot of guys that have these huge salaries. Keep in mind the Giannis Antetokounmpos. You know, Jeff mentioned Luka Doncic. I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's guys out there that are going to have big numbers that if their trade was ever to happen, that's one thing to keep in the back of your mind. That's something that you've got to keep in your mind as well. Is that if a big name comes available, he has the salary to match it. But ultimately, I don't think he goes anywhere. He's a Spur. He's going to be a Spur. And they're going to figure it out. Now, I figured this out. If Wemby maxes out his contract, which I believe was what, 371 million or somewhere around there, he's got to win an MVP, All NBA. It's like one All NBA team or something like that, or a defense. He's got to win basically a defense player of the year, MVP, and then something else as well. Then he can get the max contract, the full max, which is like 371, I believe, or something like that. I did that, and it's basically off of what, a 5-year deal. So it came out to like 65.2 million a year. That would be for Wemby if he was to get the full max. Now, he's got to hit those categories. If he doesn't hit those categories, it's like 270 or something like that. So then it drops even more. So I'm not saying to root against him and say, don't win MVP. No, I'm not rooting against him. But for argument's sake, we took that 65 million a year. By the time Stephon Castle becomes available for his extension, it'll be about 44.8 million a year. Harper being the second pick, it'll be about 50 million a year. So with those four guys, you're looking at what? Let's do the quick math. 220 million, 200 million roughly, 200 to 220 million if they all max out. That's a big salary cap situation right there. Hence, as Leha says, F those picks, this is where those picks come into play. Because if you're going to have your core for a very long time, and for granted, nobody takes a team-friendly deal. Nobody takes a Tim Duncan deal. And if they don't go that route, no problem. You don't have to do that. No one is saying you have to take a Tim Duncan friendly deal, team-friendly deal. But if nobody does, you're committing over 200 and something million in 4 players. Probably one's going to have to go via trade, sign and trade. But even if you were to max those guys out, and again, this is going to be in like 2029, 2030, probably when, De'Aaron's coming off of that contract, when we have to max everybody out. Who knows what's going to happen between then and now, or now and then, I'm sorry. So again, the problem that I think a lot of people see is the number for De'Aaron Fox, and it's not that. You're not worried about the number. You're worried about that number affecting everybody else. No one is a fortune teller. You can't tell me what happens tomorrow. You can't tell me what happens in 2028, 2029 season. You don't know. So quit worrying about it. Enjoy the ride now. You've got a team built to make a run, not a title run. I'm just saying, not a title run right now. But you've got a team built to make a playoff run. Now, if they get to the play-in, I think it's a 7 seed, 8 seed, which means that they get a home game. But barring what we see in the West, barring any injuries, if the Clippers, nursing home just takes a crap on the bed, then yeah, I've got them way above the Clippers. The Lakers, I'll tell a lot of people, I'm not sold on LA, on the Lakers. LeBron doesn't want to be there. I don't care what anybody says. LeBron doesn't want to be there. He's already had it. He's done with it. If he really wanted to see the Lakers succeed, he would not have opted into his $54 million deal. Reconstruct that, get a whole new deal going, free up some cash to get better players in. No, but we're gonna bring in DeAndre Ayton. Okay, cool. You're cool. Hey, Luka, you're getting that extension. Everybody's here except LeBron. He has no time to be at a Luka Doncic press conference. Why? Because Luka's the face of the franchise now. I'm sorry, Bron. You're not the face of the franchise anymore. Shit, you're not even the face of the league anymore. Apologies. He doesn't want to be a Laker, man. I've gone on record saying I don't expect him to finish the season with the Lakers. I expect him to be dealt at some point. But not about that. I don't believe in the Lakers. If the Clippers, if the nursing home shits the bed, I don't have the Clippers up there. There's 4 teams I got in my top 4. Again, barring injury, all health related stuff. I've got Denver as a 1. I've got OKC as 2. I've got Houston 3, and I've got Dallas, a very healthy Dallas team at 4. That's what I've got right now. Those are my top 4. After that, Minnesota, okay. Do I think the Spurs can compete with Minnesota? I really do. I think they can. I've actually got Minnesota 5 right now. But I think the Spurs can compete with Minnesota. On paper, I love it. I'm here for it. I think they're young enough to run the Clippers ragged. But because the Clippers put a good mix of veterans together, I'm curious to see how that works. So I give the Clippers a small smidge edge over the Spurs, like tiny edge over them based off a veteran. That's it. But again, I've got the Spurs up there this year. Look at what they've done. I mean, you're going to tell me Sacramento is better than them? No, you're wrong. Memphis is better. Memphis is not better than them. The Pelicans aren't better than them. Portland I like, but they're not quite there yet. Portland's not quite there yet. And again, the Lakers, I just don't believe in the Lakers. I have the Spurs better than the Lakers. I mean, yeah, you got to look at it like that. I'm not being Spurs homer. I call it like I see it. I don't need to say stuff for clicks. I don't need to say stuff just to get you guys to come to my page and say, well, what the hell did he say? I'm going to interact with him. The motto for Sweep the League has always been, we don't give a shit. We don't. We say what we want to say. We back up what we say. And we don't say anything just to say it. We don't need the engagement. I don't need to say stuff just to say it. We say it because we believe in it. We can back it up and we feel strongly about it. You get the truth. You get the real parts here at Sweep. That's why I've got the Spurs way up there. Mario Cavazos, blah, ha, ha. Exactly. Is the possible Harper ascension a pitfall for Fox's time with San Antonio Spurs? No. If anything, if Dylan Harper, if he becomes the player who I expect him to become, remember, I had him number 1 on my prospect list when it came to the NBA draft board. He was number 1 for me. He was number 1 before last college basketball season even tipped off. He was number 1 on my list. So I feel they got the best prospect in the draft, hands down. His ascension, I mean, if he really turns out to be like that, what are we complaining about? I mean, this is what bothers me the most about Spurs fandom. It's this. You're bitching about having talent. You're bitching about keeping talent. Why are we bitching about that? For years, we had talent. For years, we were like, we've got some talent. But now that they're one of the most talented young teams in the league, it's a problem. I'm dumbfounded. I'm lost for words on that. His ascension would be amazing. It's not gonna mess with Fox at all. I would clearly say, and I really feel it's not going to mess with him at all. If anything, it benefits everybody. Who complains about winning? I mean, if you're winning and you're right there, are you going to complain? Nobody's going to complain about it. Everybody's going to be happy. They're going to be excited to be on the court. We're going to see a great team. There's not much thing. There's no such thing as instant gratification in the NBA. Shit takes time. Exactly. It takes a lot of time. For those of y'all that have been with sweeps for a long time, for years, I've been saying 25, 26 is the year we start to see the Spurs rise. And I said they were going to make the playoffs. Here we are. If anybody can tell the future, it's probably me. So buckle up and get ready because it's going to be a fun ride. Bring me Giannis and it's a three-peat. Again, I mean, the contracts match. They're within like $6 million of each other. So it's very possible. I mean, it's very possible. I don't think they do it, though. De'Aaron brings a whole big factor. And again, if both Harper and Castle are just playing out of their mind, who knows what could happen. Reed, does this mean other players are on notice now? KJ, Devin? No, see, the thing with KJ and Devin is this. KJ knows he's a great six-man. He's a great reserve guy. Barring injury, he can come in and start if need be. You need to give a guy a day off. You can do that with KJ. Keldon is a vital piece of this roster right now. He's excelled when it comes off to being a reserve. Excelled. Kudos to him. Much love to Kelvin Johnson. I want to see if Devin, if he ends up taking a reserve role, how does he react to it? Personally, I would love to see Devin, Keldon, and Jeremy. I would love to see them in a reserve role because I mean, it's obvious. 3 former starters who know the system as reserve guys. I think that gives the Spurs one of the deepest benches in all the league. Because then we're talking about Olynyk and Cornette, 2 guys that have experienced winning. I mean, you've also got Julian Champagny, great shooter for the Spurs. He can be a great spot-up guy for them. You're talking about even another guy. He's lost in all the mix. Harrison Barnes. Those 3 guys, Keldon, Devin, Jeremy. I really hope they come off as reserve guys because that's going to benefit them. That's going to benefit the team. That's going to make them an even stronger organization because you got 3 former starters. Like I said, know the rotation. They know the ins and outs. They know everything about it. Bringing them in, mixing them with some of the starters. Come on, man. Come on. You guys know I don't ever get giddy over anything. But this roster's shaping up. It's shaping up to be a damn good roster. If you want to have high hopes for them, have high hopes for them. And Mario saying preach. Yeah. All in all, like I said, we're not going to be here all night. We're going to actually close down here in just a little bit. Overall, though, is Devin the odd man out in the big picture? No. If Devin has a problem with taking a reserve role, if he takes a reserve role, if he's asked to, then there's issues. But if you want to be a part of a winning organization, you have to understand that your role is going to change at some point. Pre-Victor, Devin was the man. He was like, man, this is the guy that's going to be our go-to guy. After Victor, Devin was still that guy with Victor. But as more talent comes onto the team, I'm sorry, man. You're not going to be that guy. Just because Jeff, you know this for a fact, and all you nerds out there, we're all nerds, right? I mean, I'll have to make a nerd reference here, and it's this: you've got the Justice League, right? I mean, they all play a role. They're not all going to be Batman, Superman. You got to have a Green Lantern. You got to have a Flash. You got to have a Cyborg, and they all play different roles when it comes to the Justice League. These are these guys here, man. Devin, Keldon, Jeremy. They all play key roles on a team in order for you to be successful. So there is no odd man out unless they feel that they want to be the man. And if you want to be the man, take it up with the front office, take it up with the coaching staff. If they don't see you as the man, it's time to look in the mirror. Hey, man, I understand completely. Nobody wants to be told, hey, you're the man. And all of a sudden, you know what? We can't have you in that spot anymore. Come on. Life's about choices. We hold whatever we want in our hands. We can do right, we can do wrong. It's our decision. If they come to Dev and say we need to take a reserve role, it's up to him to say yay or nay. If he says nay, then okay. It might be time to move on. But Devin's a very smart guy. I understand truly that Devin is going to work hard, and he's going to take on whatever role that there is for him. And who's to say he can't work his way up into a starting spot with them? Who knows? But as of right now, looking up and down the roster, the coaching staff is going to have a very tough decision on those last couple of starting spots. Good problem to have. Great problem to have. You're making a whole lot of shit, a lot of sense today, bro. Mario, I mean, that's why you've got to listen to Sweeps, man. We talk about everything. We put it out there. We make sense. We love talking sports. And again, I'm not shitting on other people, okay? I don't watch other podcasts. I don't care about other podcasts other than Locked On. I listen to Locked On. And a few other people that are on. The only ones I listen to are on Sweep the League Network and Locked On Spurs. If anything like that, yeah. Plus Sports Insanity Network. Those guys are affiliated with us. Southern Fried Sports, he's affiliated with us. People that are affiliated with Sweep the League, I listen. But I don't listen to other people. I don't shit on other people unless I have to. I don't care. But yeah, we just talk and we tell you the way it is, the way we see it. We don't sugarcoat stuff. We just call it like it is. And I'm going to tell you, Mario, right now, a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people hate it. A lot of people can't stand that we call it like it is, man. Oh, well. I mean, Jeff knows on Locked On, he's getting the absolute truth. And as Jeff, I get shit on a lot when it comes to Locked On Spurs because I put Spurs fans in their place and they know it. I'm a generational podcaster. You think OKC now sees San Antonio as a legit threat? I'm going to take a word out of that, Jeff. I'm not going to say legit. Not yet. You got to see what this team looks like on the court. I think OKC, I think Denver, I think those teams see the Spurs as a threat. Legit is going a little bit too far right now. Look, man, we've got it on paper. We've seen them working out by themselves. We haven't seen full 5-on-5 scrimmages. We haven't seen preseason. We haven't seen anything yet. We've seen the summer shit already. Cool. You can knock down 45 three-pointers. I don't know if in a row because remember, they only showed 2 or 3 made and then it's different angle. And then there's another 1 or 2 made, then different angle. So can't really say there's 45 in a row or anything, but we see them working out. We see them, getting together. We saw the summer league team. Oh, God, I forgot to mention Carter Bryant. I mean, you're talking about another guy, Carter Bryant, who's going to get some minutes in here as well. We've seen summer Spurs go through the motions. So you saying legit threat? No. Take out the word legit. Does OKC, does everybody see them as a threat? Yeah, to a point. To a point. They're somewhat of a threat now. They're more of a threat now than they were a year ago, 2 years ago, or whatever. But they're not a legit threat. Not yet. Let's see what we have on the court first before we start labeling them as legit threats. My heart, my gut tells me they're going to make some noise. But let's take out the word legit. Can't do legit right now. Mario, Keldon, Devin, and Sohan need to become what Derek White became in Boston, a key role player. Man, that deserves the Ric Flair. Man. You know, I'm going to give you the 2 claps.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Exactly. That's the role that these guys need to take. There is no problem. You should not have an issue taking on a reserve role. There's no issue whatsoever. That is a key role. And Mar, I love it. You put key role. Those are key roles for teams. Guys accept those roles. They turn out to be better players than what they were as starters. Shout out to Mario. Great comment. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Who was that bum Carter Bryant dunk on that all day? I can't remember exactly who it was. I saw the dunk, but I never really looked into it or paid attention to it or anything. But Carter Bryant's another kid. I mean, another guy we failed to mention earlier. Carter Bryant in that rotation. You see his lockdown D potential. You see that he can, once he develops that jump shot, you know, he can be a really good 3-and-D type of player, probably one of the best in the league. And he's got a great coach, man. It's Sweeney. Got to be on him like flies on shit. Carter Bryant should end up being probably one of the best defenders on the team, as well as one of the best defenders in the league when it's all said and done. I mean, you're legitimately looking like I know on Locked On I said Carter Bryant's going to guard the wing, gets right by him. If a player gets by him, guess what? It got tougher because you got a 7'4" guy behind him ready to block that ball, ready to defend the rim. Yeah, Carter Bryant's another kid. Keep in mind, the roster's loaded, man. It's loaded. You got Bobby Marks here. So this is what the quick breakdown before we go here. These are the reserves, the starting 5 that they've got as of right now. And again, I don't think my starting 5 is totally different to what Bobby Marks is putting out there. I said potentially it's going to be De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, Victor Wembanyama, Harrison Barnes, and I really feel that Dylan Harper will be a starter, if not in the part of the season, midway through the season. You're going to see a 3-headed guard combo of Castle, Fox, and Harper, I really feel. But nonetheless, this is what Bobby Marks is going off of right now. I don't think we see Cornette and Victor 1 and 2 like that. I think if it happens, there's a good reason behind it. I think so. But this is the projected salary, $140 million, salary cap's $165 million. This is the whole breakdown for everything coming up for the 2026 offseason roster for the Spurs right now. Again, on paper, this team looks really, really good. Let's see what happens when they hit the court. Are they legit contenders? Who knows? We're going to find out here very, very soon. As training camp will open up, then we'll start to get some preseason games. Season starts. Appreciate everybody joining me tonight. Be sure to join tomorrow night. Sweep the League is going to be off tomorrow because Play the Sith goes live at 8 o'clock. It's going to be Sith. It's going to be his guest, Matt Lerma. They're going to have a great show. So enjoy tomorrow's Play the Sith. Again, be sure to check out Grading the Market. That went on live this past Saturday. They did 2 shows. Best way to get it is on Sweep the League TV. Be sure to subscribe to it on YouTube. Also, Play the Sith TV 25, I believe is what it is, on YouTube. If you want to catch Play the Sith, you can catch it on our Twitter page at Sweep the League. You can catch Play the Sith tomorrow at 8 o'clock. We'll also rerun that episode for you later time here on Sweep the League TV. So appreciate everybody that joined me tonight. What do we got before we go here? Hey, man, football season is around the corner. Myself, Coach Gio, we're going to be doing our NFL preview show, our college football preview show. Coach Gio is the man. He knows it all. And I guarantee you, if you guys need that fantasy football help, Coach Gio and I can provide it. Not only that, we're going to give you our winners, our losers. We're going to give you rankings, everything. Can Texas come out with a national title this season? I don't have them winning the national title, but we're going to save all that talk for our next NFL preview show and our NCAA preview show. We'll let you know when that show comes up here. Appreciate everybody joining me tonight. As we go again, STL Music is alive and well. For those of y'all that don't know, Sweep the League has its own music division. We've released a lot of great songs, and we've got the latest one called Victory Drive that is released. It's on Spotify, iTunes, wherever music is available. Be sure to go download it. It's Victory Drive by STL Music. So for Derek Irvin, for Coach Gio, for Grading the Market guys, Anthony and Jacob Eric, also for Sith himself with Played the Sith, and everybody else a part of the Sweep the League Network. Appreciate you guys joining us here tonight. MCS General Contracting. And again, until we sweep the league again, we'll see you later, knuckleheads.
Ain't no fear, I just remember. Fourth quarter fade, pressure in my chest. Life on the line, I give it my best. I don't chase stats, I dominate the gridiron. Snap that ball, I'm locked and loaded. Run that lane like the world exploded. Doubt too loud, but my soul decoded. I break through chains, I'm a pain promoted. They try to block the path, still it's victory drive. Running on fumes, but I zoom. Moonlight practice on the turf. Proving worth. Grinding through storms, no corn. These forms sports from hurt, no cursing. If one down, we all carry. That's more than just gameplay. We ride.